Alright, before we get to the house tour, I just want to apologize for how long this took. I initially wanted to do it on my laptop because the amount of clips that I wanted to use exceeded 20 minutes, and I thought my phone wouldn't be able to handle the size. So I tried doing it on my laptop with this free movie editor app that I found. Um, so I tried it, and I thought everything was going good until I exported it, and then I saw this. So needless to say, I was obviously not happy with that, so I decided to scrap the whole thing and just do it on my phone. The only reason why I wanted to do it on my computer was because I wanted to add these special clips of how I got certain items for things that I made in the house. So instead of showing those clips, I'm just gonna be showing like screenshots. And I know, like it won't really matter that much, but like for me, I wanted to make this really nice and special for myself and for you guys. But yeah, sorry about it. And anyways, on to the video. So here we are again for another house tour update. Hopefully, this will be the last one for a while, for at least a month or so, because I don't have any new rooms that I want to make as of right now. Here it is. I'm pretty proud of how it turns out. It looks very, very aesthetic. Totally not compensating for anything for it being the biggest house in the village. I decided to change the wooden stairs for stone stairs for the roof. I think it gives it a more modern feel, especially with the white concrete and the smooth stone that I use for the borders. Unfortunately, there won't be as much silly sound effects in this video. Apologize for that. And I did a lot of remodeling too, and a lot of terraforming, if you will. First being, I made the fountain pool area a bit more private with the glass so no monsters can get in. I also included a trap door outside, and that acts as a secret tunnel. If I'm being chased by mobs at night, it gives me a way to get inside the house without them following me. I've had to use that many times when I'm running back home when it's nighttime. I've also had to close up the actual fountain part itself because if a monster were to get in, it can just easily slide down and be in the pool with me, and we don't want that. And as you can see, I've had to put a lot of dirt so I can accommodate the rooms that I've made underground. But on the bright side, I've given my horse a lot more space in his new pen area, if you will. Kind of made it like a little open area for him now. There's nothing blocking his view. The hidden entrance that I made before, still there. And that's usually my main door when I come to playing the game. I don't know how to speak English. Here's the cross, because it's Jesus, as always. And just for this video, I will use the front door. So, obviously, as you can see, the ever-expanding wolf army still growing. At this point, the first 2 floors of my house are just dedicated to the wolves. Now, as you can see, even though the outside is stone bricks, the inside of the roof is wooden blocks. And that's because, like I said, I only replaced the wooden stairs. I didn't replace the wooden blocks that I used to make the new layer. As you can see, I went for more of a decorative pattern with the roof with cobblestone and the smooth stone. And let's make our way outside, where I've also made a glass ceiling to protect my animals and my crops. And the reason why is because one time a creeper jumped from the roof at night and he blew up, and he blew up in the animal pen, and that unfortunately leads down to my storage room. So the water started going inside, destroyed the carpets, the animals were just falling inside, so it was not a good time for me. So that's why I opted for this glass ceiling type of deal. But let's go downstairs because that's where all the fun stuff is, anyways. Here's the storage room as before, still with the vines. We have yet to properly organize everything, but here is the pathway to the pool. Like just a ladder, trapdoor, and we're in the pool. And I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It's very aesthetic. It's just something that I'm pretty happy with. And here is the other trapdoor in order to use the secret tunnel. Again, when you're being chased by monsters. And I have to keep candles in there because if it's not a well lit area, the monsters will spawn, regardless of it being your house or not. So that's one of the things you always have to remember when playing Minecraft. Always keep everything well lit. And let's just close that up. And let's get to the good stuff. This really was a fun project for sure. And I honestly can't think of what else I want to add to this house. One of the new updates is the sea lanterns to give it a more modern feel, and I think it looks really nice in the room. And right now I'll show the screenshots of where I got the stuff. So here is the crafting recipe for the sea lanterns. We will need 4 prisming shards and 5 prisming crystals. Now that's quite a lot, especially the place where I get them, the ocean monument. The drop rate for them is not that it's not that generous. So you would really need to dedicate like 1 day of playing just to get a good amount of the materials needed to make a lot of these sea lanterns. And the unfortunate thing is, if you were to break it because you didn't place it where you wanted it to be, it won't break as a sea lantern block. It's gonna break into the prisming crystals, which is very, very unfortunate. So as you can see in the adventure that I went to go get the materials, I ended up getting 39 prisming shards and a little over 100 prisming crystals. The prisming crystals are a bit easier to get as compared to the prisming shards. In a few minutes, the screenshots will show what 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 I have to do to get the materials. So for the prisming shards, you have to kill these things called guardians. They shoot lasers at you. It's not fun, and usually they only drop like one of these at a time. For the prisming crystals, you, like I mentioned before, you literally just break the sea lanterns that are already in the ocean monument, and that's how you get like 3 or 4 of the sea crystals. Now, how I went about conquering my first ocean monument is I first made a small island, as you can see in this screenshot, and I put the essential things that I need, like a crafting table, furnace, whatever, just so I can have everything I need in that area. And as you can see on the top right corner, there's like a little icon of like a spoon or something. That's when the Elder Guardians curse me with this effect that makes me have a slower mining speed. So it takes me a really, really long time to just break one piece. And I learned later on that if you drink milk, it will negate the effect. So what I did was I brought some cows, I put them on my boat, and I just keep a few of them on the small island with some buckets in a chest so I can always have milk, whenever I need it. And I keep some wheat growing just in case I need to make more cows. And here is a screenshot of the armor that I use when it comes to ocean exploration. The helmet provides longer breathing, or basically, like I can hold my breath longer and I can mine normally underwater or attack normally. The shoes gives me a fast swimming ability, so I can just, I can walk and run underwater as if I were walking or running on land. The chest plate and the pants also give me added protection. So that's my armor. And now we're back in the house. Uh, Sorry for it kind of being a little janky, the whole intro and the showing of the how I get the materials is not how I expected it to turn out, but make do with what you got. Nether portal still there. Might make a new one. We'll see if I can, spawn in a new location. Library still the same, although before I realized that I made one too many bookshelves on this side, and I could tell from the carpet because like I had to make more carpet on the right side rather than the left, so I had to dismantle that whole area to fix that. And now we get to the good stuff. So, secret entrance working just fine, thankfully. And if you notice, I took down the wall here that divided the room into three or two, or into two rooms, just so it could look more appeasing to the eye, appeasing. Secret door. Going down, here's the enchanting room. That's where I've got that special aqua armor, or the water armor. I was able to use the enchanting room finally to get some pretty good enchantments on both my armor sets as well as my weapons and tools. Now here's the piece de resistance, another secret bookshelf, and then just close it up with this lever. And I give to you the latest room in my house, the map room slash war room slash bunker of the bunker. This is definitely the biggest part of the house that I've worked on, and I'm really proud of the result. As you can see, I took a lot more time designing interior wise. Here is the big map. It's comprised of 9 small maps, with the center being the map that where I'm from, and the rest is just spread out. This is how I set up the map. I use a jack-o'-lantern as a light source, and then I stick an item frame onto the jack-o'-lantern, and then you just put one of the maps in, and there you go. I'm planning to expand quite a lot more in the future, see what else is out there in the Minecraft world. I made a small storage room just to house the items that I used in this build, such as the wood, the stone, the mechanisms, because there are a lot of mechanisms here, I would say. And yeah, like as you can see, I don't have as much sea lanterns because I don't have enough materials. So I'm planning to go back to the ocean monuments soon. The borders were definitely something I wasn't accustomed to, but I'm happy with how they turned out. Initially, this is where I wanted to put the map here in this bottom little area, but the item frames don't want to sit on the top of the pumpkin head, so it could only be hung on the walls, so that's unfortunate. I made a little makeshift desk. This lever is supposed to act as the pen or pencil, and I put a skull there for decoration. Here we have like a little couch action going on, but as you can see, there's levers, so if you just pull this one and then pull that one, it reveals the necessary, well, not, it shows the parts that you need to make a map. I'm just complicating things for myself. So you would need, I believe, 8 pieces of paper and 1 compass. I think that's right. Yeah, so I keep them here because that's the main purpose of the room, the map room. So we're just gonna keep it, I'm gonna try my best to keep it organized with just those 2 items in here. And I always have to remember to clean up after myself just so everything still looks nice and aesthetic. And now let's make our way into the armory. Here I've crafted all of the armors in Minecraft, up to like the version that I have anyways. And I decided to add like the pickaxes, the axes, and the swords just for added effect. And I really like how it looks. It looks very, very nice. Might work on it one day, who knows, we'll see. I might make it a bit more bigger just so the each area has their own weapons and whatever. Here's like a secret chest here, and for some reason I decided to just keep some TNT in there because, why not? Might use it for, keeping my valuables or something. But I like the concept of the hidden chest there, even though there's a lot of mechanisms and hidden stuff here already. In this area, I've actually wasn't planning on making this one. It kind of came to my mind last minute, but I'm pretty happy that I decided to go this route. As you can see, I realized there was one stone that wasn't the stone bricks, so I'm gonna just fix that real quick. If only life was this easy, Alright, now that everything seems to be okay, I'll now show you the final addition in this room, and that is this little balcony, just to oversee things. I think it looks pretty cool. And it has all the essential items that you would need: a chest, crafting table, furnace, the deal. You can never go wrong with all of these. And after all of that, here is my bed. Decided to put some plants, for aesthetic. And I just kind of find it funny, like after everything that I made, all the secret entrances and all of this beautiful big room, that the bedroom is just like a 3x4 like room, and that's it. It's kind of I just find it funny how it like it's all of that work just for that small space. But no, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with all of this, really. It was really such a fun project for sure, and it's definitely not ending anytime soon. But for now, I'm just taking a bit of a break because I don't really have any other rooms, like I said, or any ideas on what I want to make next. So I'll probably just be getting some resources like food and gold, diamonds, whatever. But I hope you enjoyed this. And again, sorry for this being a bit all over the place. And again, until the next update video, there's a creeper, so I'm gonna say bye. Till next time.